Hi guys, welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. So today I'm going to teach you how to make couscous salad. And since Valentine's Day is coming up, we're going to mold it in a heart-shaped pan. If you don't have a heart-shaped pan and you have heart-shaped cookie cutters, you could definitely use a half-sheet baking pan and then put it in there when you're ready. But we'll talk about that later. Let me take you over the ingredients and then we're going to get started. We need couscous, some chopped, finely minced garlic, freshly chopped parsley, red bell pepper, chopped cucumber, cut up tomatoes. You could use cherry or grape, whatever you like. Some chopped up onion. I like red onion. See the red theme going on? I'm doing Valentine's Day, so I kind of used red vegetables. Some kalamata olives, crumbled feta, salt, pepper, vinegar, olive oil, and pretty much that's it. I already have my water. It's not ready yet, so once it comes to a boil, we'll move on to the next step. Let's talk a little bit about couscous. Couscous is a delicious thing to have in your pantry at all times. It cooks up in no time. Literally takes under 10 minutes for this to be cooked and ready. It's basically a little mild flavored baby tiny semolina pasta, and it is so good. They make all different kinds. They make bigger couscous also, like Israeli couscous, but we're going to use this little one today, the traditional kind. So we're going to use this, and it's a delicious, it absorbs all the flavor of whatever you're using. So I'm going to make like a Greek salad style. The first time I had couscous was in Greece. My cousin's wife made it for us, and it was really, really good. She just molded it in a simple bowl and brought it, and I thought, what a great idea. So I just jazzed it up a bit and making like a Valentine's Day themed kind of red vegetable salad. And you can pretty much cook it all time. You can make it all year long and switch out the cucumber. If you don't like cucumber, you want to put celery, go ahead and use that. You can substitute the feta cheese for goat cheese. You can leave out the fresh tomatoes and put in sun-dried tomatoes. The sky's the limit. Put in some roasted vegetables, but we're going to do a Greek salad style couscous today. It's going to be refreshing, light, really delicious. It goes good with fish. It goes good with chicken. Really delicious all by itself. I think I have a tuna couscous salad recipe on here also. Check that out and make it. It's super yummy. So let's see if the water's boiling. We're almost there. Now you can cook it in water like I'm doing, or you can cook it in vegetable broth or chicken broth. I'm keeping it vegetarian and I'm using water. The flavor is going to come from the salad and all these vegetables and the dressing. So I'm not worried. It's going to have tons and tons of flavor. I don't need the chicken stock. Okay, so my water is beginning to boil. I'm making a really big batch. If you're not making it for that many people, we have a pretty big family of 4 children, my husband and I, and we're still growing, so we eat a lot of couscous. And I'm making a pretty big batch because I like to have leftovers. We could eat it tomorrow, as a side dish for lunch. This is a big recipe. If you want to cut it in half, go ahead, or quarter it. But it is perfect for entertaining if you're having a party. So I boiled 4 cups of water. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt to that. And I'm going to put in 3 cups of this uncooked couscous. Three cups right there. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. You can use olive oil or butter. Just a couple of tablespoons in there. I'm just going to stir it all around. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off the fire. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes so it can absorb the flavor and the liquid, and that's really going to be it. Let's put the salad ingredients together. All right, so I'm going to put all of my vegetables in here that I've already chopped up to make life easier and to have this go by a little faster. Look how pretty all those colors are. I love kalamata olives. Don't love chopping them when they have seeds in them, but I never buy them without the seeds. I feel like they're better that way. They're fresher. But if you want to take a little shortcut, go right ahead. Let's put the feta cheese in here. Now I know on my website the recipe says something like a half a cup of cheese, but who are we kidding? I love cheese and I always almost double it anytime it's in a recipe. I feel like when it comes to cheese, and especially good feta cheese, this is a sheep's milk Dodonis feta, which if you've never had, make sure to try it. Excuse me. It's much creamier and more delicate flavored than regular feta cheese that's sold in the grocery stores. Super good. So it does look like a lot of cheese. It is more cheese in the recipe. Make it however you like it. I like my cheese. All right, so that's it. These are the vegetables. We're just going to mix them all up, and we'll make the dressing now, which is really simple. It's just a simple vinaigrette. I have some garlic in there. I'm going to pour in about 1/8 of a cup of red wine vinegar. Maybe a little more. I like my dressing. And then some really, really high quality extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. I'll put some black pepper. And a little bit of salt. Just give it all a nice little whisk. And that's pretty much it. A simple vinaigrette, full of flavor. And we're just going to mix all the vegetables up. I'm going to put a little bit more black pepper in this. And let me taste it and see if it needs more salt. Nope, I think it's perfect. The feta is salty enough and adds a lot of flavor. We're going to add the couscous as soon as a few minutes are up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the 5 minutes are up, and we're just going to fluff it up. See how quick and easy that was? The couscous is all completely cooked. This is probably the fastest cooking pasta on the planet. Now I'm just going to add it to my salad. I want it to be warm like this when I add it so that we can absorb all of the flavors. Smells divine, let me tell you. Wish we could have something called smell-o-vision. That'd be great. And if you would smell this, you'd run to the kitchen, or if you had all these ingredients, and I'm sure you'd put it together because it smells so good right now. So now I'm going to grab a brush just so I could brush my my cake pan with some olive oil so that way the couscous comes out easily. Let me get a brush. Okay, we're just going to rub olive oil all around. So you can get these cake pans in cake decorating stores or cake supply stores. If you don't have it, go ahead and serve it just like that in the bowl. I mean, it's delicious, it's fine. This just makes for that extra nice presentation. You could lay out the couscous. Again, you could oil a half sheet pan or whatever pan you have. Oil it really well and spread out the couscous in here, let it cool. And then you can take your favorite cookie cutter if it's Valentine's Day and you want to do hearts, or if it's like date night, go ahead and cut out little hearts. And you could have individual little portions of couscous, which is really cute. I've done that before in my cooking class, and it was really nice. People loved it. Otherwise, go ahead and serve it up in this pretty little cake pan. Let me fill this. There we go. So we have lots left over. See what I mean when I say it's a big batch? It's a really big batch, so you can make 2 hearts out of this. So I'm going to pop this in my fridge for a little while, and once it sets, we're going to plate it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so my couscous has set. I'm not the most patient person in the world, so it could have stayed in the refrigerator a little bit longer, but we're going to give it a try, and hopefully it'll come out in one nice heart-shaped piece. Get some of this out. I'm just going to take my knife and go around it so that way it releases easier. Take any platter that you have that this will fit in and put it over the cake pan. Flip it over, hit it up a little, Yay, it worked. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that impressive? Now, you can do this. Use your favorite mold. If it's not Valentine's Day, if you don't want to make a heart shape, or you just want to eat it just the way it is because you don't want to wait for it to cool down in the refrigerator and set, just make it. I'll see you guys next time. Go on the website and get the entire recipe with exact measurements and everything. It's www.dimitrasdishes.com. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.